Hi folks, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you a tool that I find very helpful and that has saved me a lot of time. Most of the time I have to either reinstall Linux or to reinstall Windows, or maybe both, or to have to use some live USB tool to maybe format a drive or to check the hardware. And every time I have to just find a couple of flash drives, select which one I'm going to format, and then flash it with the ISO I want. And that is a very time-consuming process. So today I'm going to show you a tool that I use to actually be able to create a multi-boot USB, so I can put multiple ISOs on it and then not have to worry about flashing and reflashing the drive again. It is very easy. You just put a couple of ISOs on it and you don't have to reflash it for each and one of them when you want to access it. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the tool is called Ventoy. This link will be in the description. Here they have their tool, which they describe again as you just paste the ISO file on the drive, you just drag and drop it, and then you are ready to boot it. It's very easy to configure, and it also works with both legacy and UEFI. So you just go to the download section and then select which one you want. It's either Windows or Linux to download the zip for Windows or the tar.jz archive in Linux. I'm doing this tutorial in Windows because Windows has the most market share, so most of my viewers will be using Windows. And if you are already a Linux user, you most likely will find your way through it quite easily. So you just click on it and then it opens up the release page on GitHub. It has its repository. And here you just go under the latest release, and here you can see the assets and download the one you want, so Linux or Windows. You just click it and it should start downloading. Yep, there it is. So let's get to configuring this thing. The only requirement is to have a USB drive. It doesn't matter its size. The only thing its size will impact is how many ISO files you'll be able to store on it before it fills up. I have put in a 16 gigabyte drive here. And by default it's going to be formatted with exFAT, extensive FAT, but this doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is that you do have to back up all your data before using Ventoy, because this is going to be formatting your drive and you're going to lose all your data. But of course, if you're here, you most likely already know that. So here is the zip file downloaded from their website, and also here I have my ISOs ready to put on this drive. I've chosen Elementary and Zorin, two Linux distributions I very much like, because this one is very good with the laptops with battery life and performance, and this is Ubuntu based, also a very good distribution that I like on my desktop. I've also put an ISO for both Windows 10 32-bit and 64-bit, and 32 and 64-bit Peppermint OS. I like Peppermint because it's very light and also very small, and it's very good for live USBs. If you just want to test some hardware on a laptop or just use it as a partitioning tool by using gparted, it's very good. And let's just extract Ventoy real quick. We're going to just extract the folder out, and then let's configure our USB drive. So just open the folder and run the executable. This is a one-time run executable. You don't have to install anything on your Windows machine. You do need, though, to be on the administrator account, because it will ask for that permission to actually access your drive. So here you can see the Ventoy version that is in the package you downloaded from the internet. And here you can see the version of Ventoy that is already installed on the USB drive. This USB drive already is configured with Ventoy. But for instance, if I want to update, I just download from the Ventoy website the latest version and then hit update, just select the drive, hit update, and everything will be ready. The drive will be updated. You don't have to delete and copy and paste your ISO files onto the drive. But let's assume that this drive doesn't have anything on it. It's not configured for Ventoy. This would show up blank, this version. You would just select the drive and hit install. You just press yes a couple times to confirm. It's a double check that you do indeed want to format the drive. Again, that will lose all the data on it. And this will be done fairly quick. Once that's done, we can close Ventoy and go back in our ISO folder. And here, all you will have is this Ventoy drive. And you can see for the moment it's empty. And all you need to do is select your ISOs and then copy them to the drive. And that's the whole process. Now it's completely configured. And once all the ISOs are pasted in, just copied over to the drive, it will be ready to boot off of. So I'll see you guys when we're going to boot off of this drive, and I'm going to show you how it's actually like to use. Okay guys, so now to boot from Ventoy, I shut down the computer, and now we're going to press the power button. Now I'm going to enter in the BIOS. I'm going to do that by pressing delete. And now, once we are in the BIOS, I'm going to go under the BIOS tab. And here we can select the boot order. And under boot option 1, I'm going to select the UEFI version of our flash drive. You can see here you can also boot in legacy mode, but we're going to boot under UEFI mode. So we're going to go to save and exit. And now when it boots up, it should boot up from the USB drive, and it should let us select which ISO we want to boot from. And you can see here we are under this menu. We can select which ISO we want to boot from. So we can have Peppermint 64 and 32-bit. We have Elementary OS. We have Windows 10, and we also have Zorin OS 15. So if I select any of these, I'm going to select the Peppermint OS. We should see that we boot into Peppermint. So we can go try Peppermint without installing. And this is how you can make a multi-boot USB drive. And of course, this is very helpful, as I said, because this will save a lot of time when we have to flash and flash it again, this USB drive with whatever ISO we want. But we can have more of these on the flash drive, and again, you're only limited by the capacity of the drive. It doesn't have any minimum requirements. So you can buy a 64 gigabyte USB drive and then use that and put a lot of ISOs, any tool you need, and it's very, very easy and very efficient in terms of time. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. See you next time on HowToIT.